of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. On first down, Justin Herbert. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. To avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Herbert. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
2nd down, here's an option right.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he gets it down to the 32. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Herbert off of play action. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry now for Joshua Kelly, the former Bruin. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. The handoff, it's Eckler, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Richie James on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Second down and 3. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 4. Now Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. Finding room to the 20. And all the way down to the 5.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Mostert. A pickup of 4. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Sermon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Gould is good. And they are on the board. It's still trailing. It's 7-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. On first down, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. K.J. Hill deep for the Chargers. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 31-yard line.
So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Now James returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
From the 38, Garoppolo. Sanu with a grab over the middle.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Garoppolo now. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Running on first down, Eckler dancing away at the 35. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 2. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert, he's got Allen. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Garoppolo to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That swung out to Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. George Kittle, 49 yards. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Herbert on first down now. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a give running left is Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
What you doing, dog? What are you doing?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler pushing through the contact. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a first carry for their fullback. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here is Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers.